Hey everyone, this is my second video review for the Minimum Factory Plamax 1/20th scale Reina Prowler, another character from Macross Delta and one of the idols for the 5-member group of Valkyrie. So some of the things I will be discussing today is parts count, the detail, build quality, and my overall opinion piece of this figure. So let's get down to it. Parts counts for this figure is roughly about 45 pieces. That's not bad for the price, and it's kind of what you would expect for something that is of this scale and very small. So the next thing I'm going to discuss is the detail of this figure. Again, I have the Bandai figurized bust next to her for a comparison of detail. And I'll point some of those things, some of the details that I'm missing. So obviously you can see in the figurized bust is that she has color on her sleeve, which is apparently and obviously missing off of the 1/20th scale, as well as coloring for her headphones, and that is missing. Her headphones on the 1/20th scale is just completely black. Other details or paint application that is missing. Obviously, like the little tiny chrome for her zipper, her belt. Obviously, her hands are supposed to be a darker green than the light green that she has for the rest of her clothing. So those are some of the things that are missing off of paint application wise and detail wise for the figure. So I'll get into build quality next. And the build quality for this figure is roughly about the same as the Kaname figure in my first review. Parts are very small. I think out of the 5 that I've built, Reina is probably the most difficult, as she has the most small parts to put together for this figure, such as her thigh straps. These are individual parts that must be put together. Her entire back piece right here. I do like her as a build overall because she has a bit more detail, such as this back piece right here is actually 3 separate pieces, actually 4 separate pieces, because you have the left, right pieces that you have to glue together, as you can kind of see from the seam line here, and then the white part up here and below it is its own separate piece. So again, these little 1/20th scale figures are quite detailed for what they are. Another thing too is that what made her extremely difficult, and it's kind of off camera, you can't really see it. I'm kind of working with limited space here, so forgive me. Let me bring the camera up a little bit if I can. You can kind of see this little white piece here is its own separate piece, separate from the hand. I did lose the right hand piece because they're so small. I was trying to put it together, and it just kind of, I was trying to use a tweezer and it flew off into the ether. So yeah, I'm not going to find that piece unless, somewhere like 10 years down the line I get really lucky, which tends to be my case. But that's me going off on a tangent here. So again, I would say she is the most difficult only because she has parts that are really, really tiny to put together. Like I said, the piece for the hand here, and the back of her other hand, which I did lose, as I said before. Thigh pieces weren't that bad, but it can be a little bit of a hassle when you're gluing it. You're gonna want thinner cement, which is the reason why I have two different types of cement. I have this Tamiya cement is more thicker for bigger pieces. This Tamiya cement is a thinner liquid than this one. The green bottle is more for like when you want to go through the cracks, or you kind of want to, you have difficult areas where you're not gonna be able to use the orange bottle because that is thicker in use. So build quality overall is nice. Some of the details in the build quality. This is a decal. The arm here is a decal. Obviously the decal for the eyes, the decal for her little skirt thing that they all have. I wish I knew what that was called. If you guys know what that's called, put it in the comments, let me know. So I think this Reina figure has the most decal out of the 5, only because of her legs. I'll show you this one. Her other leg has it too, if I can, as I can show you right there. So she has one decal for each leg as well as each arm, her eyes, and these right here. So like I said, build quality wise, it's nice. Now my overall opinion piece on this, again, like I said in the Kaname figure, if you guys are a fan of Macross and you're an intermediate model builder, it's worth a buy. Pricing wise is again $25 to $30 before shipping. After shipping, you're probably going to be looking at about $40, give or take, depending on who you go with, and whether or not you can find this locally at your either at a model store or your local anime store. You're still going to be paying about $40 for the price. So I would say, again, if you're a fan, it's worth a pickup. Again, I should say and reiterate, if you are a fan and a intermediate builder, I would say it's worth a pickup. If not, and you don't know the series very well, you may want to pass on this. So again, until the my next video review that's coming up, I will be reviewing her partner in crime, Machina. So wait for that, alright? Now I'm going off to play Uta Macross because I have over 100 tickets I need to take care of before Wednesday morning. Alright, you guys have a good day or evening, wherever time zone you guys are in. Thanks for watching my video. Until the next review.